Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? Listen, if you're not familiar, if you don't know me, my name is Brandon Massenburg. I'm running for Board of Supervisors in Prince George County, District 2. You might have seen my signs all over the county. That's on purpose because I'm actually trying to win, so you're going to see my signs everywhere. I got more coming, so stay tuned. And actually, this is a perfect time to let you know if you'd actually like to support the campaign. Head over to the website, www.pgpeeps.com. Make a small campaign contribution and actually get you a sign. All right, they're nice, the red, white, and blue ones. Vote Massenburg. Let's grow together. All right. Now look, I'm in my home, Massive Performance. This is my gym. This is where the magic happens throughout the day for me. Typically, when I'm doing these videos, I'm usually filming them talking about fitness, talking about nutrition, talking about lifestyle things. Today is just a little bit different though, okay? Like I said, I'm on the campaign trail, and so I'm talking about something not necessarily more serious, but just different, all right? So you heard me say it before, hashtag let's grow together, let's grow together. That's our campaign slogan. That's what I'm running on. Prince George guy. And if there's one thing that I believe in, if there's one thing that I'm really serious about, I think we need to grow Prince George County. I'm serious about that. You know, I love it. I'm from PG. It's my home. We moved here when I was 8. Great opportunities here, great schools, met some lifelong friends, graduated from Prince George, got a scholarship to go to VMI, played at VMI, played baseball there, graduated from Virginia State University, met my wife, got married. Wife is from Prince George County. My kids are here. I live here. My parents are here. This is my home. This is where my roots are. This is where I plan to be for a while. And I would like to provide my kids. I'd like to provide your kids, and hell, just for me too, some more opportunities to grow my business, opportunities to experience some new things. I don't think, and I think a lot of you guys feel the same way, that it's necessary to have to go somewhere else to experience things. I don't want to have to go to Chesterfield to go to the movies. I don't want to have to go to Short Pump to go shopping. I don't want to have to go to Stony Point to go get a meal and have a date night with my wife. I don't want to have to go to Williamsburg. I don't want to have to go to Virginia Beach. You know, I don't want to have to go to York. I don't want to have to go to Northern Virginia to experience certain things when we have plenty of opportunities to do things, plenty of natural beauty, plenty of rivers, plenty of land, plenty of things in our county that we can experience, that we can enjoy also too. All right. Today, it's just part one, as you see up here. Let's grow together, part one. This is just something small. You know, we're talking about growth. You're talking about opportunities to make things bigger and better for the county. I just wanted to give you guys just one idea. And I want to say this too. It's not a promise, okay? So listen, I was having a conversation with somebody earlier this week, and it was good advice, and I agree with them. You know, you shouldn't make promises that you can't keep. And I just want to, you know, put this out there between me and you and whoever's watching this video. This ain't a promise. All right, I'm a grown man, I got kids, I'm married, I understand what promises are, okay? If I win this election, which I plan on doing, I understand the task, I understand the job. I'm just one supervisor, I'm on a board with 4 other people. My job is to work together with these people to help get things done for the county. But I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're running for office, if you're running for board, you know, if you're running for school board, I don't care what you're running for, you could be running for trash man. If you're running for something and you don't have ideas, if you don't have a vision about where you wanna go, and more importantly, if you're not willing to share that vision with people who are going to go cast their vote for you, you shouldn't be in the position, okay? This isn't the time to be scared. This isn't the time to be coy. This isn't the time to play your cards close to your vest. This is the time to put your cards on the table, all right? This is the time to show people who you are, what you care about, and what you're going to do for them. This is an office for public service. I'm running to be on the Board of Supervisors. I'm running to be a representative and a leader of this county. All right. And so that means that I have to have ideas. I have to have thoughts. I have to have things that I want to do that I believe in that are going to progress this county forward. And this is just one of them. OK, so look, take this trip with me. This is the lead in. I don't want to keep you on here too long. I'm maybe going to spend 7 minutes on this. OK, 7 minutes. If you want more detail, look, Facebook, Brandon Massenburg, the website, www.pgpeeps.com. My phone number's on there. My email's on that. pgsuperd2@gmail.com. I probably got that backwards, but it's on the website also. If you want to reach out to me, if you want to contact me about anything, I'm always available, okay? I'm not ducking anything. I want to talk to you. I want to hear your ideas. I want to know what you think. I want to tell you more about what I think, because ultimately, win or lose, we're in this together. I want to win. I'm running to win. I think I can do a good job, and I think you're going to like this idea, okay? All right, look. All right, so right now, our current mission statement for the county. Current mission statement is to provide high quality, customer-focused public services to residents, businesses, guests, and I want them to experience a safe, enjoyable, and thriving community. That's current. This is what the current Board of Supervisors have. This is what they're thinking. I think this is a check. I think this is good, okay? I think that's perfect. All right, that goes with the vision statement. The vision statement right now, it's a welcoming community, embracing its rural character, focusing on its prosperous future. Underlined right here, as you see, focusing on a prosperous future. Let's grow together. I'm in line with this also. This is good for me, okay? And then you're going to get down here. These are the current strategic priorities. Now, listen, if you go to the county website, under each strategic priority, there's an agenda. There's a couple of action steps under each agenda item, okay? So you have agenda item 1, 2, and 3. These are those, okay? So 1 would be to bolster economic well-being. The second would be funding the future, and the third would be to strengthen our civic partnerships, okay? And once again, I agree with all 3 of those, okay? So if you're asking me, oh, well, how do you feel about the board right now? Are you in alignment with them? You know, do you think they're doing good things? Do you think they're doing bad things? Listen, yes, yes, and yes. I think this is all good. I think this is all good, okay? And I'm also going to say, you know, if you've ever been in a position of leadership, whether, you know, you own a business, whether you are the pastor of a church, whether you're a husband, whether you're a father, whether you're a manager at a business, whatever it is, whatever you're doing, if you've ever been in a position of leadership, all right, people are going to criticize you. People are going to take shots at you. People are going to come at your neck, okay? That probably messed the microphone up and everything too, all right? Listen, that's what leadership is. That's what leadership is, okay? And so I'm not going to get on here and go at these guys. I think this is a pretty good starting point. I think this is pretty good. What I want to do is I want to come in and I want to help to push this agenda a little bit further, okay? I want to push this agenda a little bit further, all right? And so the first thing that I'm going to say is, as far as embracing our rural character, if you live back off of Lawyers Road, if you live back off of Pole Run, if you live back off of Hines Road, if you're out in Disputana, all right, if you're out in Carson, if you're out and you got land, you got a house on 3, 4, 5 acres, you've got a farm, I don't want to take that, okay? What my vision for the county and what I want to do does not mean turn everything into the city. That's not what I want to do. And so if that's where your mind is going with this, just relax for a second, because that's not what I'm talking about, okay? That's not what I want. You know, I hear people all the time saying, don't turn Prince George into Chester. Listen, Chester and Chesterfield County in general is a big place. It's a big place. Everywhere in Chesterfield isn't developed like, say, a Chester, like, say, a Midlow, like, you know, say, Woodlake, say something like that, okay? Do I want things in Prince George to grow? Yes, I do. But we already have places that are earmarked, that are designated as planning areas, as enterprise zones, that are currently zoned that way right now that we're developing. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I want, okay? So I'm gonna say it one more time. If you got a farm, if you got land, if you're back off of 156, if you're back off of Route 10, way off of Route 10, if you're going way down 460, if you're crossing over 460, going into District 1, going into Templeton, going down that way, I'm not trying to rip down trees and put up, big, skyscrapers or something like that. I like our lifestyle. I'm from Prince George. I like the country, okay? I just want to use some of the advantages that we have to add a couple things, all right? So listen. Going off of this, going off our mission statement, going off of our vision statement, going off of our strategic priorities that are already laid out for us, okay? Just one idea that I've had, one thing that I've thought about as a business owner, as somebody who is in the industry, as someone who does have kids who are doing these things, as someone who works with kids who are doing these things, a Prince George Sportsplex. Prince George County Sportsplex, right on 460 or Route 10. Listen, if you want to be real about the situation, we could do both. We could do both, but listen, I'm asking for a lot. I'm ambitious. That's a good quality to have in a leader also. Remember that. It's ambitious. Let's just say 460. Let's start with 460. Prince George County's Sportsplex on 460, areas that we already have marked as planning areas and enterprise zones, okay? Listen, we've already got 7-Eleven popped up there. They say we got a Sheetz coming there. We've got Love's down there. Look at the traffic. Everybody from Prince George County, I've been in Prince George County for 30 years now, man. People who've been in the county their whole lives, people who've just moved here, somewhere in between. You know the traffic that's going up and down 460 every single day. You've got the 18-wheelers, you've got your trucks. Listen, my family and I, we're at the beach every weekend, every week, every other weekend. We're up and down 460. You think about the amount of traffic that we're missing from people coming from up north, people coming from down south, driving up and down that road. Excuse me. You're talking about a gold mine. I'm talking about a gold mine, and we have that sitting there. That's something that we should be taking advantage of. I think the board's doing a good job right now. I think the entrepreneurs are doing a good job right now who are moving their businesses there, who see that as an opportunity. I just want to take this one thing and just develop that area. I think that would be brilliant, man. Listen, if you've ever been to River City Sports Complex in Chester, if you've ever been to McReynolds Sports Complex that's down in York County, if you have a kid that plays sports, if you're an adult and you play sports and you've seen those areas, then you know what that can be. You know, you take a place like River City, they've got 12 fields. You take a place like McReynolds, they've got 13 ball fields there. They've got basketball courts. They've got picnic areas. They've got walking trails. They've got garden. They've got all these things, all these amenities that they offer that brings people into the county. These places are packed. Chesterfield County, River City is packed. Every weekend, there's a tournament going on: lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, adult league, children's league. I mean, you're talking from 8 years old to 50 years old. Every single weekend, people coming into the county, spending their money, staying in hotels, buying food, going around, shopping. Some people decide to stay. But these tournaments, they re-up. They're all the time. This is all year. This is January through December, all year long. That's what I want to add to Prince George. Listen, and you take it and you make it into a sports tourism district. You take this area that we have, you stretch it going down, and you turn that into basically an entertainment area. You use the resources that we have and you just build. You're not building out wide. You're not going 10 miles out into the county this way. You're not going 10 miles out into the county that way. You're staying on 460, maybe Route 10 later. We'll talk about that. You're staying on 460 and you're growing. Now also, listen, take the sportsplex, take the fields, take the ball courts, the concession stands that would go with that, everything that goes into that district, and then you're gonna build around that, right? So listen, you got some mixed use development going on too, okay? So listen, you got people coming in for sports tournaments, they need hotels. They need somewhere to stay. They need somewhere to eat. They're gonna want somewhere to shop, all right? So you take these three things right here, and let's just start with those. Let's just add those. So let's just add, you already have what? Prince George Family Barbecue. That's right there on 460. You got the 7-Eleven. You got a couple of the new stores that are up there right now. So you got the Hardee's that's up there right now, I believe, also too. So let's add a couple more restaurants. Let's add a couple of mom and pop shops. Let's get those popping up over there. Let's get a couple of more franchise places coming in. You know, we were talking about having the Popeyes right there in the corner of 156. I don't know if that's going to happen anymore. Put that joker right there on 460. I love Popeyes. Everybody likes Popeyes, man. You want to put a Bojangles there? Put a Bojangles. Want to put a KFC? Put a KFC. Look, let's get some businesses in our community, man. Look, restaurants, hotels. Look, give me a Hilton Garden Inn. All right, give me a Hampton Inn. Give me a Homewood Suites. Let's get some big hotels that are going to get people to come in when they're coming to our tournaments, when they're using our fields, when they're playing all weekend, when they're playing all month, when they're playing half the year, when they're doing softball, baseball, basketball, pickleball, all these tournaments, all these sports. Let's give them somewhere to stay. Let's give them somewhere to eat. And look, let's give them somewhere to shop. Let's give them somewhere to spend some money. All right, let's give them some department stores. You know, malls are out, malls are gone. In 2023, malls are gone. But in a mixed-use development site, you've got all your shops down here on the bottom, so you got people coming in. If you got a mom and pop shop, if you're doing, small clothing line, if you're doing candles, if you're doing photography, if you've got any kind of small business that you want to grow, that you're thinking about doing, that's something that you can build around this area, because you're going to have people walking into your doors because they're in town. If you've ever been to a travel ball tournament for a weekend, you check in that hotel on the Thursday, If you're lucky and your team wins, you stay until at least Sunday or Monday. You're in town for 4 or 5 days, all day long. You are going to spend money. If you have ever done travel ball, you know what I'm talking about. You're not walking out of town without spending a few $100s that weekend, and that's not just counting your room. You're gonna do other things, okay? So let's get some shops, let's get some restaurants, let's get some hotels. Also too, listen, let's build around that. So look, you have locals that are gonna want those things too, all right? You wanna pay lower taxes, you need to widen that tax base out some, okay? Let's go. Let's put some townhouses there. Let's get some townhouses. Let's get some affordable homes going on in there. Let's open our county up. We have a bunch of seniors that are living in Prince George County right now, okay? You go to a senior task force meeting and you talk to these people, you ask them the things that they want activities for seniors. You know what we need? Let's get a senior living facility there. Let's put all this in one area. So let's not build out. Let's not take all this acreage and build little small individual things. Let's do some mixed use development a la Chester Village. You know, I'm gonna use Chester Village as a perfect example. It's right down the street from my business. I like it. I think it's nice. I like the setup, the aesthetics, the bricks look nice. It's paved, it's got its sidewalks, it's got its parks, it's got its little like water fountains. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And when you walk through it, there's a mixture of people. You've got your seniors, you've got your younger people, you've got your middle-aged people, you've got your families. Folks are out walking dogs, folks are out riding bikes, folks are out walking, folks are out enjoying the community. But everything is in that community. Everything is self-sustained right there. You're not driving your car 15 minutes across town to go do something. You got the burger place right there. You got the pizza place right there. You got the bowling alley right there. You got the movies right there. You got the gas station right there. Listen, if you really want to build this thing out, maybe not this particular one, so don't hold me to this, but if this idea was something that you wanted to do, the school could be right there. Why not? You got the community right there, the school could be right there. Just think about that. It gives you an opportunity to do something different than what you're doing if you want an outcome that's better than what you have, okay? These two things go together. These two things are perfect. That's perfect. And we're talking about 460, maybe Route 10, 460 and Route 10. Look at the land that we have. Not Lawyers Road, not Pole Run, all right, not Hines Road, not back off of Templeton, you know, not bleeding into your areas, not ripping up a bunch of farms. Take areas that we already have that are designated as planning zones, areas that we already have that are designated as enterprise zones, that are already zoned that way, that we already have mapped out, that we already have plans for, and let's develop them. Let's develop them. Look, and I'll finish up right here. And I got it right here as 3. It says a boom district, small town vibes, okay? Look, I mean that. And I'm going to use it as an example. We're talking about sports tourism, right? Sports tourism district, we're talking about sports tourism, okay? Listen, 80% of the bookings through Richmond Regional Tourism last year were sports tourism. 80%. They had a $68 million economic impact across the region. So when you're talking about Richmond Regional Tourism, you're talking about Chesterfield, you're talking about Hanover, you're talking about Henrico, and you're talking about Richmond, okay? So take those 4 places and you're talking about 68 million just from sports tourism, okay? Listen, hotel revenue, 437 million in total revenue in the Richmond region from this. 437. So count your people that are just coming to see your historic stuff. So 437 million total revenue coming in just in that region. So think about what we have to offer. Let's not even talk about the sports part of it. Let's talk about the history of the county. Let's talk about the 5 and Dime Trail that we got open right now. Let's talk about the river. Let's talk about people coming down to put their boats in. Let's talk about people coming down to see the plantations. Let's talk about people coming down to see Hopewell. Let's talk about people coming down to see Petersburg. But instead of them staying there, they stay in Prince George. They stay where we have to offer. They come shop where we have. They come eat where we are. All right? What's wrong with that? We give them an opportunity to spend their money with us instead of going somewhere else and staying there, okay? Listen, out of that $437 million, 35 million was in lodging taxes, so that's 35 million in taxes that came in. 8 million went to TID funds, so that's their tourism improvement district, okay? So what they created was a tourism improvement district, and they take that money, and basically that 8 million goes back into marketing. They take that $8 million and they go in and they market and they try to invest and get more people to come in. So you take 8 out of this big pot and you go, hey, let me put it out here that we're open for business. Let me put it out here that we have these things going on so I can get more people to come. We can easily create something similar to that. We can easily create something similar to that. Or if you want to, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Let's talk to these folks. Let's see if we can get a piece of this pie. Listen, in 2023, in 2024, in 2030, in 2050, sports isn't going anywhere, okay? People are going to continue to have children. People are going to continue to have families. People are going to continue to take vacations. People are going to continue to want to shop. People are going to continue to want to eat. People are going to continue to have to stay somewhere. People are going to continue to want to live somewhere. What is changing is people aren't buying homes the way they used to. Homes are getting out of control. Home prices are going up. It's hard to get a loan for one of these things right now. You got a lot more people who are renting. You got a lot more people who are staying places on a short term. Maybe they want to stay long term, but they can't afford that house. Maybe they don't qualify for that house. Let's get something affordable that they can stay. Let's get something affordable. A lot of our population is getting older. A lot of people are getting into their later years. Maybe they can't afford those homes anymore. Maybe they want to downsize. Maybe they want to go somewhere in a group setting, have some activities, be able to walk, be able to go on this nature trail, be able to play some pickleball, be able to see a movie, be able to hang out with their friends. Let's offer them a living facility. We can do all these things in our backyard. You don't have to always go somewhere else to experience these things. And all these things, all of this right here goes into our coffers. All right? This money comes into our county. This money makes us a destination where people want to come, people want to stay, people want to play. Okay? We can do this. This is possible. This is possible. This isn't far-fetched. This isn't something that's like, oh man, this is out of the realm of possibilities. It's going to change the whole character of our county. That's not true at all. It's not true at all. As a matter of fact, if we do this the right way, we build up 460. 460 is this booming stretch of interstate. Once you're out of town, once you get close to Disputana, you get down to the fire station, you get out that way, you get close to the Dollar General, it's done. It's done. We get a nice stretch from where we've already built up all the way down. You've got your ball fields, you've got your courts, you've got your hotels, you've got your restaurants, you've got your shops. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I'm not asking for a lot. And it's not far-fetched. It's not some big plan and some big idea that you just can't deliver on. This is happening all around our country. Small towns are doing this all across America because it works. It works. You're able to do many things at one time. You're able to bring in revenue to your county. You're able to keep those small town vibes. You're able to bring taxes down because you're bringing in more revenue, okay? This is a market trend. This is what's happening in our country right now, and this is not going anywhere, okay? We would be smart to take advantage of this, okay? And as someone who's running for the Board of Supervisors, as someone who wants to be a leader in our community, as a business owner of multiple businesses, personal training business, and a meal prep business, this is a winner. This is a winner. I can put my meal prep business in these concession stands. There are other people who have meal prep businesses. There are other people who have food trucks, who would love to park their trucks out here, who can make some money, who are going to pay taxes in Prince George County, who live in Prince George County. There are plenty of people who small business owners, who have restaurants, all right, who have shops, who can make money from this, who can put a business there, all right? Think about it. I'm not asking you to buy in wholesale. I'm not asking you just to jump in. What I'm asking you is to think about the future of our county. I'm asking you just to think about where we can go in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years that's going to help us grow, that's going to help us develop, that's also going to help us do what the Board of Supervisors have already laid out for us. It's going to help us be a welcoming community. It's going to help us embrace our rural character, and it's going to help us build and focus on a prosperous future. And I think this is it, guys. All right? If you like what you heard here, you want to hear more, you want to talk to me, go to the website, www.pgpeeps.com. All right? Message me on Facebook, Brandon Massenburg. Come talk to me. Send me a message. Go to the email. Send me an email. Phone number, 804-586-6231. Shoot me a text message. I'm available. I want to talk to you. If you like the plan, tell me what you like about it. If you don't like it, tell me what you don't like about it. Yeah, I can get a lot more detailed than I did in this video. That's what the campaign process is for. That's what these phone calls are for. That's what these messages are for. It's also what elections are for. We win this thing, we go sit down, we talk about it, we build, all right? What's the campaign slogan? Let's grow together. That's what I'm here for, all right? Thanks for taking the time with me. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.